Good morning, students. On the previous session, we learned about array concept in Java. So today we will do some program practice using the array concepts. Okay. So let's start today's session. Here is the question. That is, the first question is, write a program to read an array of 10 numbers. Okay. Then we have to sort this array in your ascending order. Okay. And the second question is the illustrate the process of the merging two array, means in this question we have to merge two array. And the third one, this is the matrix to find out it's symmetric or not. Okay, means the above two programs must means question number 1 and 2, these two questions are solved by one dimensional array. Okay, but whereas the third number question, it uses the two-dimensional array, that means your 2D array. Okay, so let's start the first question or try to solve your first question. Okay, that is, write a program to read an array of 10 numbers and sort this array in ascending order. Okay, so let's open BlueJ. Okay, now create a class, like my class name is sorting array. Okay, this is the class. Okay, now have to write my class name, that is public class, that is sorting array. Okay, and inside the class I am using a method, that is public static void mean. Okay, and whereas also adding the scanner method. Okay, that is java.util.scanner class. Okay, to input the uh, any kind of user input. Okay, so let's start the program. So first we have to create a array. Okay, first here I declare an array, that is a is equals to new of your data type, that is int, and size is what, 10. This is mentioned on my question, that is the array of 10 numbers. To store the 10 numbers of data, to have to create the size of 10. Okay, now declaring another variable like I j to use the for loop. Okay, and the temp is for store the temporary data. Now we have to create a scanner object, that is sc equals to new scanner system dot in. Okay, now we have to what, input the array. Okay, that is input to the array. Okay, so here I am writing down the for loop for the input, that is I equals to 0, I is less than a dot length. Here I can use a dot length, means the arrays, that is a length property. Okay, by this we can retrieve the length of your what, array. Okay, or instead of the a dot length you can write like this, I less than 10. Okay, but better use the length property, that is better. Okay, so I plus plus. Now give a message to the user, that is print ln. Okay, here and element number of, okay, here it is I plus 1, means 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, like that, then concatenate with another quotation mark. That's it. Okay, now we have to store the data. in my array, that is a of I is equals to what, sc dot next int. Okay, this is end my for loop. Okay, now we have to what, sorting the array. Okay, how to do that? For the sorting array we have to take the uh, two for loops. One is outer for loop and another one is inner for loop. Okay, for one is I is equals to 0, I less than of a dot length. Okay, next I plus plus. Next, for the inner for loop I have to take j, which is the value start from what, I plus 1 value. Okay, I plus 1, then j is less than a dot length and j plus plus. Okay, here in your inner for loop I have to check if a of what, I is greater than a of j. Okay, means here I am checking the first index value, whatever the value is, with your second index value. Okay, if it is, if the condition is satisfied, means the first index value is greater than your second value, then we need to swap in between them. So for swapping, temp is equals to a of I, then a of I is equals to a of j. Okay, the j value is stored in your first index. Okay, after then a of j is equals to temp, means the first index value stored in your second value. Okay, second index of your array. Okay, so why I take here j equals to I plus 1, because I have to skip the position of 0. So I am taking j equals to I plus 1. That means in the first iteration, if the I is value is 0, then j value start from what, 1. Okay, 1 to up to the length. Okay, if in the second iteration of I value is 1, then the j value starting from the 2 to the after the length position. Okay, like that. So this concept complete my sorting position. Okay, at the end of the loop you will get a sorted array. Okay, now I am displaying the result. Okay, for display the array, again I am taking for loop. Okay, one that is started from I equals to 0, then I is less than array dot length. After then I have to take I plus plus. Okay, then system dot out dot print ln a of I. Okay, clear? At the end, here it is the closing of my main method and it is the closing of a class. Okay, okay, let's compile the program. So there is no syntax error. Let's run the program. Okay, so here it is asking for enter element number 1. Let's input 10 numbers of your array. Okay, let 12, 2, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Okay, and the last one is 6. Yeah, let's take 8. Okay, so after the sorting, here the answer, first 2 2, then 3 4 4 6 6 7 8 12. Okay, means your array is sorted in your ascending order. Okay, if the question is changes to descending order, just you have to use the less than symbol instead of your greater than symbol, then this array ultimately sorted as your what, in descending order. Okay, so this is all about your first question's answer. Okay, this is a very simple question, right? Okay, so next go to the next question, that is write a program to illustrate the process of merging two arrays into the third array. Okay, so for the merging array, let's take a class name as merge array. Okay, here I am writing down the question. Okay, here public class merge array. Okay, now create the main method, that is public static void main. Okay, also in this question we have to add the scanner class, so import java util dot scanner. Okay, next, now I am creating the scanner object that is s equals to new scanner system dot in. Okay, now we write a program. What is the question say? The process of the merging two array means we have to create declare the two array and another array, that is the third array. Okay, so first array, declaring the array int a b. Okay, third array is my c. Okay, and two variable, one is I and another is j, equals to 0. Okay, now I have to declare the array. First array is equals to new of your data type, let's take your size as 5. Okay, then b equals to new of your size and it's also 5, and taken the third array. If we merge a and b, okay, a and b, then the c address will be 10 or c size will be 10. Okay, so here I am taking int size of 10. Okay, so now I am giving the message to the user, system out dot println, enter the elements to the first array. Okay, clear? Now I am taking the for loop here. For I equals to 0, I less than what, a dot length. I already told in previous question what is the working of length. Okay, what it will return, that is the length of your array. Now a of I is equals to sc dot next int. Okay, this is the input of your first array. Now I am giving the another message, system out dot println, enter the elements to the second array. Okay, now taken the for loop here, goes to 0, I less than of, that is the b dot length. Okay, then I plus plus, now b of I is equals to sc dot next int. Okay, this is the input of your what, second array. Okay, now we have to merge. Okay, this is a merging to array. Okay, for merging, okay, first we have to store all the value of your a. Okay, whatever the data in your a array, store to the c value or c array. Okay, so for that I am taking for loop. Same here, I equals to 0, I less than a dot length. Okay, then I plus plus. Okay, after then here I am taking c of what, j plus plus. Okay, here I am increase the j value, means this is the post increment, right? Means after the execution the j value is increased by 1. Okay, so c j plus plus is equals to, first you have to store the value of your a array. Okay, so that's it. After the this for loop execution, all the data, okay, of your a array will be stored into c array. Okay, now I am taking another for loop for I equals to 0, I less than b dot length, then I plus plus. Here I am again taking c j plus plus, means after the above for loop, here I am taking the b array. Okay, or copy the all the data of your b array, that is b of I. Okay, that's it. By this two statement or two for loop, we are adding all the array to a single array. Okay, array elements to your single array. Now I am displaying the result, or displaying the array, means c array. We have to print the c array. To print the c array for, or you can write a printing message to the user, println after the merging of two array is. Okay, now I am taking again for loop, I equals to 0, I less than c dot length. Okay, then I plus plus. In your for loop, system dot out dot print. Okay, c of what, I. Okay, then close, or you can use slash t to create a tab. Okay, that's it. Now compile the program. So compile successfully, there is no syntax error. Okay, now run the program. Okay, click on the main, enter the elements to the first array. Okay, let's take 2 3 5 6, another one 7. Okay, let's take second array, that is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so here after the merging of two array, that is 2 3 5 6 7, these are my first array's elements. After then 1 2 3 4 5, these are the second array element. Okay, so this is all about your second question's answer. Okay, that is your merging two array. Okay, this is a very simple answer or simple question, right? Okay, now go to the third question, that is write a program to determine if the matrix which is read string symmetric. Okay, a matrix is said to be symmetric if and only if it is a square matrix and it is equal to its transpose. Okay, like this. This is a square matrix, A equals to 2 1 3 1 4 2 and 3 2 5. If we transpose the matrix, then we will get the same result of your A matrix. Okay, then that is called as your what, symmetric matrix. And also your symmetric matrix have same number of row and same number of column, means it's a square matrix. Okay, then it is called as your what, symmetric. Okay, so let's write down the question. Okay, okay. So the matrix, this is not in your proper format. Okay, you can understand. We have to write the what, uh, check the matrix is symmetric or not. Okay, so first here I am taking again scanner class of, okay, so scanner java.util dot scanner. Okay, now create the class public class, then let's take your class name is problem 3. Okay, this is the class, then public static void main, here it is my main method. Okay, now we have to declare a array. Okay, this is a matrix type, means in a matrix there is a row and columns. Okay, so here I am using two dimensional array. Okay, let's take the array is arr. Okay, next I and then next j. Okay, create a scanner object. Okay, so scanner sc is equals to new scanner system dot in. Okay, now I have to input the number of rows and number of columns. Okay, this the matrix to be created by the user. Okay, so first I am given the printing statement to the user system out dot println that enter row number. Okay, that's it. So here I am taking another variable r is equals to sc dot next int. Okay, now I am giving another statement that is print ln enter column number. Okay, so int another variable c that is equals to sc dot next int. Okay, after then we are already input the number of rows and number of columns. Okay, now we have to check the matrix is square matrix or not. Okay, if it is not a square matrix, then transpose or symmetric matrix it is not possible. Okay, so if r is not equals to what, column. Okay, then system dot out dot println this is simply directly print the message that this is not a symmetric matrix. Okay, that's it. After then okay, if it is not, means the row and columns is equal. Okay, now create the array with that number of row and column size. Okay, that means arr is equals to new of your data type. First you have to given the row and then given the column. Okay, r and c. Now system dot out dot println I have to enter the what, elements of your matrix. Okay, so here I am writing down enter the elements of the matrix. Okay, this would be what, row wise. Okay, okay, now I have to input the value to my matrix, that is for I equals to 0, I less than up to what, row number. Okay, Already I told you, in your two-dimensional array, the outer loop is represented as your row and the inner loop is represented as your column. Okay, so I plus plus, then taken the another for loop, that is j is equals to 0, j less than of what, column. Okay, j plus plus. Okay, now I have to input the array. ARR of I of j is equals to sc dot next int. Okay, here the for loop closed and here is the outer loop is closed. Okay, means we have input the or initialize the value of your what matrix, or the values are stored in your ARR array. Okay, now I am taking another variable in boolean, that is boolean. Let's take p is equals to, initially I am taking as your true. Okay, this is true. Okay, then I am taking a mark here, that is out loop. Okay, for okay I is equals to 0, I less than of what, r, then I plus plus. Okay, now again another for j equals to 0, j less than of column. Okay, then j plus plus. Okay, after then I am checking here the value with your matrix, that is if ARR of I of j value is equals to is not equals to. Okay, if the array of ij value is not equals to array of j of I. Okay, just reverse that order. Okay, means I am here checking the row value with your column value. Okay, so if it is not, okay, if it is not equal, then simply the matrix is not what, symmetric. So here I am taking the boolean value or change the boolean b to false, then break. I am giving the break statement, that is break to your out loop. Okay, now your outer loop is closed and inner loop already closed. Okay, now here I am taking what, check the value or print the statement. Here it is the displaying the result. Okay, for displaying the result, yes. Okay, and here I am checking symmetric or not. Okay, now displaying the result. How to display the result? For obviously for loop is there, sorry, display the result just only checked by the what, b value. If the boolean value is true, then it is symmetric. Okay, so system dot out dot println that this is a symmetric matrix. Okay, if not, if it is a false, then system out dot println this is not a symmetric matrix. Okay, that's it. Then else, and here it is the closing of your else part. Then it is the main closing and here it is your what, the class closing. Okay, this is the end of the class, this is the end of the main method. Okay, this is the else and of the else. Okay, the outer one, that is 2 is equals to this ones. Okay, let's compile the program. So class compiled successfully, there is no syntax error. Let's run the program. Okay, call the main method. Okay, now I am giving enter row number as 3 and column number is also 3. Okay, then my condition is satisfied, so it is asking to input the elements of your matrix. Okay, let's take a symmetric matrix example that is given on your example, that is 2 1 3 1 4 2 and 3 2 5. First 2 1 3. Okay, the second value is what, 1 4 2 1 4 2. Okay, and then third one is your 3 2 5. Okay, 3 2 and 5. So see, this is a symmetric matrix. Okay, means if you transpose the matrix, then the result of your matrix is similar to your the original one. Okay, that's why it's a symmetric matrix. Okay, now let's run the program again with a different number of rows. So obviously this matrix is this is not a symmetric matrix. Okay, or neither it is asking for the elements. Okay, so if we run with in a different value 3 cross, sorry, I can run the main 3 and 3 now. 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is not a symmetric matrix. Okay, so this is the all about your today's questions. The first two questions are solved by your one dimensional array, and the third question solved by your two-dimensional array. Okay, so this is all about the array concept. Okay, in the next video or next session we will do some more advanced program using your array concept. Okay, also know about the sorting technique using the array concept. Okay, um, I am also provided assignment regarding your array. Okay, you have to submit it, or you can send me mail after the solution. Okay, so this is all about the today's session. Thank you, have a nice day.